Hey guys, it's me, the Wizard Captain here today, and I'm going to go over a match with Go Rage or Go Home, which, as the name implies, Go Rage or Go Home. So it's a CVO, Chaos versus Order, and I'm gonna open up with the basic startup between, or Chaos is two crawlers, 2 miners. And he is going to open up with a sword, followed up by a miner and yet another sword. So we're going to see the skirmish part of every fight go on, and I'll just let you enjoy that. So as you can see here, I just almost lose this crawler, and it was just bad micro placement. Fortunately, during this match, I was screaming for it to be alive, and somehow it worked. So I'm just gonna garrison that for a little bit and go in with the rest of my crawlers, which outnumber and manpowers and outnumbers is 1 sword. But for some reason, I don't go in. So I'm just going pretty eco. As is he has a larger eco than I do. So back to here, we got Bomber, our first bomber. I go in, get a pretty good blast, and he's gonna obviously respawn by pulling back unless he just lose everything. But he is gonna go forward with this one, which I don't agree with, because he's not going to get much with it, so he is going to be smart and send it back. I guess it was just for scouting purposes. Alright, so I got 2 bombers here. I'm going to edge up the tower, see what he's got. He's going to pull his archer down forward. Now, if this should have worked right, I should have clapped this, but for some reason my bombers wouldn't hit it, but my crawlers didn't follow up on it, so it got away for free. Which, now that I'm looking at it again, I could have gotten it, but I didn't see it. So that was on my end. So now he's got this big army of swords, which these are what these little guys are for. So I'm going to pull back and regroup and go right back in at some point. So as you see, I've been building a massive economy, which I've already reached the 2nd row. In Venture Wheeler 3, I've already put my 3 on mana, and the reason why I do this is because I'm highly skeptical about doing something like that, getting a high money count and not spending it, which everybody's been telling me not to do. He's gonna try to come back in with his regroup strength and my huge amount of bombers, which I'm not going to be able to do much with, because he's going to kite out my crawlers, and that's going to be very bad for me. So he does get this snipe one out, so it wasn't really worth it, but now I've got my dead on the field. So here we go, start tapping into mid-game. And all the while, just trying to... Oh, this is one problem here, is that he's got so much money built up, but what is he going to spend it on? He's going to go for hustle. I don't agree with that either, because he's got such a huge economy where he doesn't really need it. Or he's just looking for something to spend. But here we go, our first engagement. This is where, oh, nothing happens this one. I'm just going to lose units, but it's just crawlers. So I'm going to rack up my charge, because it'd be very important for this match down the line. Okay, so I'm going to go back in, try to keep my jug out in front as long as possible so my bombers don't get rushed. Now this is what I goofed up on, but I think I did pretty well on. So he shoots my bombers and flips these swords, and he, instead of garrisoning them immediately, tries to pull back and loses all of them. So now he's just down to no tanks, and I don't think he has a spear. He doesn't have another spear, even though look at all this money he's got for resources. So on my end, I'm just able to stream Jugs in and just take out all of his economy, because look at his economy now. He's got pretty much nothing compared to what he had. So I'm going to lay off him a little bit, because I expect he has something more, and I don't feel like losing units. But now I see I should have pressed in more, but that's okay. So now I'm loading Hustle just because I can get that extra gold output by the speed of the miners, which is kind of late, but it's alright. So now I'm going to go in with my Jug and evenly space these charges so I can make a good use of them. It's very important rather than sending them all at once. So now this healthy Jug is going to tank for these two, and I'm pressing with my deads, killing more of his miners, which he doesn't have. So for here on out, if you keep looking at my queue and what's coming, I'm just able to stream my tanks, because he doesn't have anything to push me out, nor does he invest in a castle archer, which he really should have needed. But now I've got a healthier Jug, and I'm going to pull this one out. I'm going to pull this one out. And so now I've got another healthy tank, which he has nothing to defend against, because he is queuing units, but they're just not going to get out here soon, because now all of his eco is dead. And it's over at this point, because he can't come back from this, and his archers alone, or his archer dogs alone, won't be able to take out deads. So it's pretty much a GG from here. If he wanted to stall, he could have put that Spiriton up here, but it's going to be no use. Alright, so reflecting on this match, what he could have done better was honestly just being more aggressive, where I wouldn't have to go so eco-greedy, because he wasn't pressuring, so I could just focus on my eco, which enabled me to stream these Juggers and these Deads, and he just couldn't do anything about it, because his economy was also killed, you know, mid-game, so we didn't have anything. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. Which got me out.